Marcus Aurelius is remembered as one of the most exceptional figures in history, renowned not only for his role as a Roman emperor, but also for his deep philosophical insights. As one of the 5 good emperors, he was noted for his genuine concern for the welfare of his people. His commitment to Stoic philosophy, a school of thought that emphasizes rationality, self-control, and virtue, set him apart as a ruler and thinker. Despite the immense responsibilities that came with leading an empire, Marcus Aurelius found time to write a series of personal reflections known today as the Meditations. These writings, crafted in the form of a private journal, contain a wealth of wisdom on living a fulfilling and meaningful life. In this comprehensive exploration, we will delve into 10 of the most significant insights from the Meditations of Marcus Aurelius. I encourage you to stay with me until the end, as the last 5 insights are particularly crucial for understanding the complete picture, but they are built upon the foundational ideas presented in the first 5. 1. Build your own character. Marcus Aurelius placed immense importance on the cultivation and nurturing of one's own character. He believed that the mind has no needs except those it creates for itself. In the modern materialistic society, we are incessantly exposed to advertisements that suggest what we need to buy to be happy. The media often glorifies the lives of the rich and famous, leading us to believe that happiness lies in material possessions and external success. However, Marcus teaches that seeking happiness through material things is ultimately unfulfilling. Material possessions are transient and can be lost at any moment, leaving us desolate if our sense of self and happiness are tied to them. Instead of chasing after material wealth, we should focus on developing our character, which is the most valuable asset we possess. Our character defines who we are and dictates how we live our lives. It is the one thing that cannot be taken away from us, regardless of external circumstances. We may lose our home, car, or business, but our character remains intact. It has the power to elevate us or bring us down in life, leaving a lasting legacy that speaks volumes about who we were. Therefore, we should strive to cultivate a character that is compassionate, sincere, and diligent. Treating others with respect and kindness is a hallmark of a strong character, and it is through our interactions and relationships that our character is often revealed and tested. 2. Don't base your happiness on others' opinions. Another key insight from Marcus Aurelius is the importance of not basing our happiness on the opinions of others. With billions of people in the world, it is impossible to please everyone. Seeking validation through social media likes, follows, or matches on dating apps can lead us to become dependent on external approval, which is an unreliable and often fleeting source of happiness. Marcus advises us to cultivate a mindset where happiness comes from within, by building a strong and healthy relationship with ourselves. It is crucial to understand that other people's opinions are not a reflection of our true worth. No matter what we do or say, there will always be people who disagree with us or criticize us. Therefore, we should live authentically without pretending to be something we are not or tolerating hurtful comments from others. French novelist André Gide famously said, "It is better to be hated for who you are than loved for who you are not." Living in accordance with our true selves allows us to experience genuine happiness, unclouded by the need for external validation. 3. Focus on what you can control. A fundamental principle in Stoic philosophy, which Marcus Aurelius ardently followed, is to focus only on what we can control and ignore the rest. This principle is captured in his advice: if something, like a cucumber, is bitter, simply discard it. If there are thorns in the path, avoid them. This approach prevents us from wasting time and energy on things that are beyond our control. Our emotions, such as anger, can be useful if they drive us to act against injustice. However, Often, these emotions are wasted on situations we cannot change. For example, being angry in a traffic jam does nothing to improve the situation. We can choose to remain calm and make the most of our time, perhaps by listening to music or an audiobook, instead of letting anger ruin our mood. We cannot control other people, their actions, thoughts, or words. Therefore, it is futile to pay too much attention to them. Instead, we should focus on our own lives and what we can control, our thoughts, actions, and responses. By directing our energy towards what we can influence, we can live more peacefully and effectively. 4. Transform anger into motivation and creativity. Anger is a powerful emotion that can lead to impulsive actions we might later regret. However, if channeled correctly, anger can become a source of motivation and creativity. Marcus Aurelius teaches us to be aware of our anger and its consequences before it gets out of control. Reflecting on how anger affects our lives and relationships can help us choose a different response. Instead of letting anger consume us, we can harness its energy to create something positive. By channeling our anger into constructive and innovative projects, we can express our feelings in a way that benefits ourselves and others. This approach not only helps in managing anger, but also transforms it into a driving force for positive change. For instance, if we are angered by an injustice, we can use that emotion to fuel efforts to create a better, more just system. 5. Change your negative thoughts. Another crucial lesson from Marcus Aurelius is the power of changing our negative thoughts. He believed that we have control over our minds, not external events. Realizing this gives us strength. Our emotions are often the result of our interpretations of reality. For example, two friends invited to the same party might feel differently about it based on their perceptions. One might look forward to it, while the other might dread it. Our negative emotions stem from our thoughts about situations, not the situations themselves. Therefore, by changing our thoughts, we can change our emotions. Challenging our negative assumptions and replacing them with more positive and realistic ones empowers us to control our emotions and improve our well-being. For instance, if we view a difficult task as an opportunity for growth rather than a burden, we are more likely to approach it with a positive attitude and succeed. 6. Be prepared for challenges. Marcus Aurelius compared living well to wrestling rather than dancing because it requires us to be alert and prepared for the unexpected. Resilience in the face of difficulties and setbacks is key to happiness. Those who succeed in life often see challenges differently and are prepared for any outcome. They adapt to changes and find the positive side of adverse situations. When we don't let failure stop us, we can take small steps to move forward, despite fears and resistance. Viewing life positively and understanding that time is constantly flowing helps us remain resilient. As Marcus Aurelius wisely said, "Time is powerful, and this too shall pass." This perspective encourages us to see challenges as temporary and surmountable, fostering a mindset of persistence and adaptability. 7. Be extremely grateful for what you have. Marcus Aurelius encouraged us to recognize and appreciate the virtues and blessings we possess. Often we focus on what we lack and overlook the wonderful things and people in our lives. By imagining how different our lives would be without these blessings, we can cultivate a deep sense of gratitude. Life's simple pleasures, such as being alive, having close family and friends, and the ability to love and enjoy, are often taken for granted. By being thankful for what we have, we increase our happiness levels and find more joy in our daily lives. Gratitude shifts our focus from scarcity to abundance, allowing us to appreciate the present moment and the richness it holds. 8. Be tolerant and avoid judgment. Marcus Aurelius reminded us that we are all interconnected and interdependent. We can either help or bear with each other. Isolating ourselves from others or living a life in solitude is neither practical nor meaningful. By looking at others with empathy, We can reduce or let go of our judgments. While we should be willing to share and teach, we should not impose our expectations on others. We are only responsible for ourselves, not for the actions and outcomes of others. Trying to change others to suit our preferences leads to frustration. Instead, we should accept people as they are and focus on our own growth. Recognizing that everyone is fighting their own battles can foster a sense of compassion and understanding. We should strive to be more tolerant and avoid passing judgment on others. This mindset not only improves our relationships, but also contributes to our own inner peace. 9. Finding peace within yourself. Marcus Aurelius taught that anxiety and other negative emotions are rooted in our perceptions, not in external events. Everything we experience happens in our minds, and our emotions shape our experiences. Realizing this gives us more control over how we feel. If we can manage our emotions, we can master a significant part of happiness. By understanding that our reactions are within our control, we can find peace within ourselves. This self-awareness helps us navigate life's challenges with a calmer and more centered approach. Finding peace within ourselves involves cultivating a sense of inner calm and stability that is not easily shaken by external events. Practices such as meditation, mindfulness, and self-reflection can help us achieve this state. When we are at peace with ourselves, we are better equipped to handle life's ups and downs with grace and resilience. 10. Live in the present and be aware of your mortality. One of the most profound lessons from Marcus Aurelius is to live in the present and be aware of our mortality. He advised not to pretend that we have an endless amount of time, but to be good while we are alive and able. Death is always near, and this awareness should motivate us to focus on what is essential and meaningful. Many people live as if they are immortal, postponing their dreams and desires for the future. Marcus Aurelius urged us to value the precious time we have and start living our lives now. Often, we say we will start doing something tomorrow, whether it is exercising, pursuing a career, or writing a book. However, tomorrow is one of the most dangerous words in the English language. We should stop living for tomorrow and start living for today. Living in the present means fully engaging with the current moment, rather than dwelling on the past or worrying about the future. It involves appreciating the here and now, making the most of each day, and acting in accordance with our values and goals. Being aware of our mortality can serve as a powerful reminder to live authentically and with purpose. Conclusion. Marcus Aurelius's meditations offer timeless wisdom on how to live a happy and meaningful life. His insights on building character, not basing happiness on others' opinions, focusing on what we can control, transforming anger, changing negative thoughts, being prepared for challenges, cultivating gratitude, being tolerant, finding inner peace, and living in the present are invaluable lessons that can guide us in our daily lives. By reflecting on and applying these teachings, we can improve ourselves and navigate the complexities of life with greater wisdom and resilience. Marcus Aurelius's writings remind us that true happiness and fulfillment come from within, and that living a life of virtue, self-awareness, and gratitude is the key to a meaningful existence. These 10 insights from Marcus Aurelius's meditations provide a comprehensive guide to personal development and inner peace. They encourage us to focus on what truly matters, to cultivate a strong and virtuous character, and to live each day with purpose and gratitude. By incorporating these teachings into our lives, we can find greater happiness and fulfillment, regardless of the external circumstances we face.